Court remands man for raping, aborting pregnancy of his 11-year-old maid. Aggrieved Niger Delta women protest at NDDC headquarters in Port Harcourt. Reaction drill comments of Information Minister Lai Mohammed on Lagos NSAS report. Federal government suspends inauguration of new NNPC board. On the foreign scene, U.S. envoys warn of escalation of Ethiopia war. I am Enoh Ogbevire. A magistrate court in Port Harcourt has remanded a man, Chigozie Ajie, to the Port Harcourt Correctional Center for raping and aborting the pregnancy of his 11-year-old housemaid in 2020. Mr. Ajie is facing 3-count charges of threats to life, abortion, and rape. When he was arraigned yesterday, Chief Magistrate R.N. Ibinabo declined to entertain charges of threat to life, stating that the court has jurisdiction since the punishment for the crime is life imprisonment. Chief Magistrate Ibinabo adjourned the matter to January 25, 2022 and ordered that the case file be transferred to the DPP for legal advice. Mr. Ajay has been on the run since he committed the crime. He was later arrested by the police last week. Lawyer to the family of the 11-year-old girl, Mayor Ohia, spoke to correspondent Soibi Oruwari.
At the end of the day, the court doesn't have jurisdiction, so he was remanded. So the rape of a girl of at the age of 11 years, we raped her and impregnated her. And from there, took her for abortion. The girl was aborted, the pregnancy was aborted. And thereafter, when the girl had severe pains following the abortion, that was how she ran away from his house. And then opened up, and then that made the report now was not made to police.
On his part, uncle to the victim, Victor Anoku, explained the effort made by the family to get the perpetrator arrested.
This happened at Oboku when he pregnant the girl at the age of 13 years. He took the girl to Price Medical, Omoko, abort the pregnancy. After everything, this girl fainted from the theater. When he heard that I reported this matter at Obite police station, they released him in absentia. They invited him to come. He refused coming. He ran away. The day we went to his house to pick him, he called us back. The kidnappers come to his house to kidnap him. He was running out. He was hiding. Arrested him in Port Harcourt here. He took the police 9 months and some weeks for his arrest. So now, let them send it to court.
Some Niger Delta women protested at the NDDC headquarters in Port Harcourt yesterday. The women clad in black poured libations and carried placards with inscriptions like "Give NDDC a board, governing advisory council today. President Buhari, keep your words. Enough of illegal administrator. 80% of our women are vulnerable due to negligence. We need justice," among others. They also asked that the NDDC forensic audit be made public.
This board was set to liberate the Niger Delta, to give us a peaceful life. But seeing today, everything has been jeopardized. This board has been politicalized. Nothing is happening. A lot of youth are on the streets.
What we need is this board to be constituted, and all the forensic reports should be brought to book. And the sole administrative board, we want it to be dissolved.
I went to my community on Sunday. I shed tears. My own village in the local government here, the heart of Nigeria economy. Have you seen what is happening there? They protest for road that day. Nothing has been done. Nothing.
I don't want to go inside and talk with any top management. What I want is Buhari. I want to speak with Malami. I want to speak with Akpabio. This is just the beginning.
We are ready for them. Our men has failed us, so we want to do what they can do.
The protesters was led by Onei Adebo, coordinator of Wailing Women of the Niger Delta. Our correspondent reports that the Assistant Commissioner of Police Operations, U.M. Ogechi, was at the scene of the protest to calm the protesters.
What I want is peace, and I want you people to be happy, and that is why I'm here. So what will happen is, few of you who are the leaders, we want to meet them in our office. So tell your people to disperse.
You want me to? No, nobody is living here. Yeah. Aga, invite me. I will give you my name. I will come to your office tomorrow to meet with you, but not today.
But we are here to make sure that
No, Aga, anything that wants to happen should happen here, not today. Aga, they do now. I know they come out. Aga, na my house. Now my Niger family they can't constitute. I say when they come, they give them millions and go. We know what we know.
Moving on, a security expert, if you want to go, has called on state and federal governments to set up modular refineries in the Niger Delta region to curb illegal oil refining. Mr. Wanago told correspondent Emeka Tuka that the monthly stipend for amnesty should be converted to building modular refineries. He also said illegal oil refining questions the operations of security agencies in the state. As you may know, 4 persons were killed and goods and properties worth billions of naira were destroyed in 3 separate fire outbreaks caused by the storage of illegally refined petroleum products. Away from that, the chairman of Eche local government area, Obina Ayawu, says Governor Wike has again shown great commitment to the well-being and development of Eche people by awarding the contract for the reconstruction of Chukocho Federal roads in the area. Dr. Ayawu, in a statement signed by his spokesman Robinson Oluo, said Governor Wike has once again deepened his love for Eche people following his people-oriented projects. Dr. Ayawu also commended the state governor for the completion of various road projects started by his administration. The road projects listed are the Zolkare 6.6 km Igruta Chukocho Road, 18.3 km Chukocho Abara Uzuzu Road, 16 km Chukocho Igbo Road, 7.8 km Nihi Afara Ulakwa Road, 21.3 km Udufo Akwoku Umoye Road, and the rehabilitation of Chukocho Okomoko Umayagu roads. The Eche Council Chairman assured Governor Wike that Eche people remain firmly committed to his administration and unshaken in their support for him and his future political ambition. Recall that the Rivers State government on Monday signed a contract for the reconstruction of 27.1 kilometers Chokocho Igbodo Federal Road in Eche local government area. The coordinator of Grassroots Development Initiative GDI Eche chapter Ihai Chuku Iregbu alias Paparazzi has joined in commending Governor Wike for approving the reconstruction of the Chukocho Igbodo Road in Eche. Mr. Iregbu, in a statement, appreciated the governor for the project and other laudable projects he has executed in Eche and in the state. The Eche GDI coordinator said the road will help the people of Eche in their day-to-day activities and facilitate rural to urban development, as the road is now a major route for interstate drivers. The GDI coordinator, who assured that the contractor will be given all the support needed for the completion of the project, said the entire people of Eche are in full support of the governor and his future ambitions. A non-governmental organization, Ogoni Liberation Initiative, will on Thursday launch a special edition of its book titled The Ogoni People, The Crisis and Solutions. President of the organization, Douglas Fabeke, who is also the author, made this known during a medical outreach organized in Bori, Kana local government area. Dr. Fabeke, while inviting members of the public to the book launch, said the event will take place at Atrium Event Center on Stadium Road by 9 a.m. on Thursday. He said the event will feature the presentation of the development plan by indigenous and host communities, showcasing of green energy solar products, presentation of certificates to green energy trainees, and the official launch of Niger Delta Face of Development and Peace, among other things. Dr. Fabeke said participants of the event will be giving a discount on green energy solar products that would be displayed at the venue. You're listening to the news at 92.3 Nigeria Info. Still ahead, federal government suspends inauguration of new NNPC board. Stay tuned.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Thank you for staying tuned. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says the Lagos EndSARS report is totally false and misleading. Briefing newsmen in Abuja yesterday, the minister said the panel did not carry out proper investigation. He maintained that there was no case of abuse by security operatives on October 20 last year at the Lekki toll gate.
There is absolutely nothing in the report that is circulating to make us change our stand that there was no massacre at the Lekki toll gate on October 20th, 2020. For us to change our stand, a well-investigated report of the incident that meets all required standards and will withstand every scrutiny must be produced and presented to the public. The report in circulation does not meet those requirements.
The minister said the federal government remains fully committed to protecting the rights of all Nigerians as well as ensuring adequate welfare of all security personnel.
The federal government has never condoned the abuse of the rights of Nigerians by security agencies under any guise. Hence, it disbanded SARS and encouraged states to set up the panels to investigate reports of human rights abuses allegedly committed by the disbanded SARS personnel. There are 37 policemen and 6 soldiers who died across the country during the EndSARS protests are also Nigerians, and they are human beings and should not be forgotten.
Reacting to this, a member of the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry, Temitope Majakudomi, said the federal government is discrediting the Lekki toll gate report because they're afraid to penalize the police and military for their actions at the Lekki toll gate.
They keep pitching the people against the military and the police only because they are afraid to bring these people to book. They are afraid to bring the military, the police. They are afraid to punish them for the wrongdoing. Why? Because they use them. Whatever action that they have gone to do there, it was a discussion they know about. And it is very difficult for them to now bring those same people to book. It is why they are discrediting the report. And they are trying to throw all of the panelists under the bus. It is very wicked of these people. The government should take the truth as it has been submitted.
The federal government has suspended the inauguration of the newly constituted board of the NNPC earlier scheduled for today. Secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustapha, in a statement said the new date for the inauguration will be announced in due course. The Director General of the National Broadcasting Commission, Balarabe Ilela, says the media needs to subject issues to critical analysis before putting it out to the public. Balarabe Ilela was speaking during the opening of the NBC's Broadcasting Summit in Lagos. Also speaking, former acting director of the NBC, Armstrong Gidachaba, wants journalists to do more of de-escalation when reporting crisis. Professor Idachaba says journalists are saddled with the responsibility of exploring the origins of conflicts and report professionally and possibly prefer solutions in the process.
It is also the responsibility of the journalists at times of conflict not to aggravate conflict. Because we have situations where rather than escalate the crisis, the reporter ends up aggravating conflict. So we need as journalists to understand the pre-conflict state. That is the point. That's the point. You need to know what is there. You now need to, as I said, provide relevant education, communication, educate people in the process, correct misrepresentations. If you search for news, you should search beyond the bare facts and present more information to citizens, including possible solutions.
Nigeria Info, Wazobia FM, and Cool FM, one of the sponsors of the event. The lead lawyer to the Ahiaume royal family, Prince W. Yekuri, says his client remains the Yenweli of Ubima community. Barrister Yekuri said this while reacting to State High Court in Rivers State presided over by Justice I.P.C. Igwe that granted his client is the Ihai Prince Ulu request to be joined in the appeal challenging his installation as the paramount ruler of Ubima community. As you may know, His Royal Majesty Eze Ihianyi Prince Will had approached the State High Court to allow him be party to the suit, since he's not a party to the earlier suit that sacked him from the throne. But Barrister Igwe said with the court ruling, his client can appeal the case. Another lawyer to the Ahiawume royal family, C.C. Woke, said they're happy that the court has given parties the opportunity to fight their cases. He said it is unlawful for the court to nullify the stool when the occupant of the stool is not a party to the suit challenging the installation. Recall that Justice I.P.C. Igwe had on December 9, 2020 sacked Eze Ihianyi Prince Will as the paramount ruler of Ubima community in a suit brought by a claimant to the throne, Eze Michael D.K. Woha, over alleged illegal installation of the paramount ruler of Ubima. In foreign news, the U.S. Special Envoy has warned that an escalation of the fighting in Ethiopia is threatening any progress towards negotiating a ceasefire. Following a visit to Ethiopia, Jeffrey Feltman warned that if the Tigrayan rebels moved on the capital, Addis Ababa, it would be unacceptable and catastrophic, with the TPLF saying its fighters are advancing. France and Germany are the latest countries to advise citizens to leave Ethiopia as soon as possible. The U.S. and the U.K. have issued similar advisories recently, and the UN has begun evacuating some international staff and their families. On the news this morning, you heard a magistrate court in Port Harcourt has remanded a man, Chigozie Ajay, to the Port Harcourt Correctional Center for raping and aborting the pregnancy of his 11-year-old maid in 2020. Some aggrieved Niger Delta women protested at the NDC headquarters in Port Harcourt yesterday over the federal government's delay to constitute NDDC board. Reactions are trailing comments of the Information Minister Lai Mohammed on the Lagos NSAS report. The federal government has suspended the inauguration of the newly constituted board of the NNPC, earlier scheduled for today. On the foreign scene, the U.S. Special Envoy has warned that an escalation of fighting in Ethiopia is threatening any progress towards negotiating a ceasefire. The news was edited by Martha Okere. For more stories, visit www.nigeriainfo.com. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this morning. I am Enoh Ogbevire. Thank you for listening. Good morning.